Hello, Blue Onion customers. This is Jenna, your accounting solutions expert. We have received a lot of feedback recently around the new click-through reports for our journal entries. And you've probably found yourself asking, where did the links and reports go? So to combat some of that change, we have introduced a new feature within our journal entries. So when you actually select on the amount of the journal entry, of course, you have now seen that you get directed to the journal entry details. We've now introduced the resource columns on the journal entry details page. So this is an optional column selector that lets you pull in source level details, things like order location, payment status, or product SKU, right alongside your journal entry data without needing to cross-reference or run a separate report in the source data pages. So let's say, for example, I wanted to look at the order. I'm under the orders. You can see that the origin record type is order line items. So I'm going to go look at order line items, and you can now see I can add a variety of different columns. So let's say I wanted to add quantity and SKU because I use this data to record inventory and COGS, or maybe I also want to look at channel and the fulfillment date. You can now see all of this data here. You can also click in and see the order name. And this will allow you to actually be able to get the data you need instead of going to your source data. Once you've selected your columns, they appear as labeled column groups in the table that you would normally see in the source data. And each row only shows values for its own resource type. So for example, if we're looking at order line items, I would not be able to select AR source because that is not a value you would see in this data. So order row will show order level data like location and channel, but it would not show AR source because that's from the order report. This is by design. The system is precise about matching data to its exact source, so you always know exactly where the value is coming from. The resource values and columns will also carry through to export. So when you export the impact views, your selected resource columns are included in the file now with headers clearly labeled by type. So for example, quantity, SKU, channel, or whatever else you select. The other important note I want to make is that you'll now see that there's an arrow that can connect you directly to your source system. So instead of clicking on the order number, you can now just click this arrow and you can do research directly from this page instead of going to source data. Thank you so much for your flexibility around our new UI, and we hope this feature is very helpful. Have a great day.